Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the National Football League. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taking it about the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
On first down, Mobley. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run on first down. Mobley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Mobley. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, Mobley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Throwing on 1st down, Hudson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Hudson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll roll him out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Third down, Hudson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They run the counter. Hamilton, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. Hudson. Open man here is Hamilton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hudson. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw. Hudson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he? He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game. And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On first down, Mobley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Mobley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it. A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Mobley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Mobley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mobley. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mobley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a give, right side. Mobley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mobley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Mobley. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Hudson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, it's Hamilton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down now, it's Hamilton. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll run on first down. Mobley, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Mobley. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On first and 10, Hudson. And his throw here is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw. Hudson. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Hudson. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Hudson. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down. Hudson over the middle, complete. That's Hamilton. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
This is it. This is it.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, Hamilton up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
first down. Mobley, slant pass, hauled in by Campbell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Mobley. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run on first down. It's Hamilton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hamilton, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hudson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Hudson. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive, Mobley.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mobley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Mobley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. A little juke. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, it's Hamilton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Come on, boy. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Mobley. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Mobley. And this is going to be incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Mobley. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll buy some time right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, Hudson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hudson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hamilton, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hudson. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, Hudson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hudson rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run on first down. Mobley. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
To throw on second down. Mobley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Back to throw. Mobley. Smith catches left side. Not much there, only a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Looking to throw on second down. Mobley. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 17. He finds his man complete. It's Pratt. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mobley. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Hudson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Throwing on 1st down. Hudson. That one into the hands of Hamilton. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself with play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hudson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now left side on the swing pass.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hudson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Hudson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down, Hudson. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Hudson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On first down, Mobley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Mobley. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On third down, Mobley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.